ஏடா பசங்கள இங்க வாங்களேன். சோபனா வந்தாச்சப்பா.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Shobana.
So a warm good afternoon to all.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ella staff.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon. Ella staff vandacha.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, all the very best. Ella nalla pannunga, rock pannunga.
Yes, ma'am.
Nalla kavita mari fresh ah irundinga nalla irukum.
Okay.
So all the very best. Madam vandone we can start it. Ellame ready ah? Help me from your side.
Lakshmi.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Chandu, உங்களுக்கு அந்த இடம் சூட் ஆகல. ப்ளீஸ் சேஞ்ச் யுவர் செல்ஃப்.
இல்ல இப்போதைக்கு நான் இங்க இருக்கிறேன், அதுக்கப்புறம் வெளில வரேன்.
உள்ள இருட்டுல
மேடம் நீங்க இப்பவே வெளியில வந்துருங்க. ஏன்னா எல்லாரும் இருக்கிற ஃபேஸும் ஃபோக்கஸ் ஆகும். அப்ப வந்து நீங்க டார்க் பிளேஸ்ல இருப்பீங்க. எக்கோ அடிக்குதுல.
சார்
இன்னும் பேசலாம். இப்ப கரெக்டா இருக்கா? முன்னாடி தான் கரெக்டா இருந்ததா?
பயமா இருக்கு.
வெளியில இருக்குது.
ஐயா சார் எடுத்து போட்டு உட்காருங்க.
இங்க வாங்க. லட்சுமி இல்ல லட்சுமி முடிச்ச உடனே Bindu, are you all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
How is your health now?
Yes, ma'am. Better, ma'am. Better, ma'am.
Vanitha, எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? Vanitha வந்தாச்சா?
Yes, ma'am. இருக்கேன் ma'am. Okay, ma'am. now.
லட்சுமி நான் பேசுறது நிதிப்ரியா.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Shobana.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Anyone else? I left Shivaranjani inga. And any other? Kavita. Sorry. Audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My echo அது யாருது? யாருது echo அது? Echo ஆச்சு.
இல்ல ஜிஹெச்ல ஸ்டாஃப் நர்ஸ் இல்லையா? கவர்மெண்ட் ஜிஹெச் எல்லா பக்கத்துலயும் எக்ஸாம் எழுதி போயிருக்கலாம். ரயில்வே, பிஎஸ், ஃபாரின், சவுதி அரேபியா, சிங்கப்பூர் எல்லாம் இருக்கு. இதை படிச்சு முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் கவர்மெண்ட் குவாலிஃபை பண்ற பரிச்சு எழுதிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் இருந்துகிட்டே இங்கே 2 வருஷம் கோர்ஸ் டிகிரி இருக்கு. மேம் வடிவு மேம் உங்க வாய்ஸ் கேக்குது மேம். எக்ஸ்கியூஸ் மீ மியூட் பண்ணுங்க மேம். இப்போ வந்து இது 2.5 வருஷம் எங்களுக்கு கொடுப்பாங்க. மீதி மேம் ப்ளீஸ் மேம் மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. அப்ளிகேஷன் ஃபீஸ் 1000 ரூபாய், 3 வருஷத்துக்கு 75 யா வில் ஸ்டார்ட். இந்த கோர்ஸ் ஃபீஸ் கம்மி. இன்னொன்னு வந்து வடிவு மேம் can you hear me ma'am? வடிவு மேம் can you hear me ma'am? Please mute yourself ma'am. 3வது வருஷம் உங்களுக்கு இதுல வந்து என்னன்னா வடிவு மேம் எடா வடிவு மேம் மியூட் போடுறா.
LP mute yourself ma'am. enter ஆயிட்டாங்க. Chief
Yes,
guest
ma'am.
enter ஆயிட்டாங்க.
Yes ma'am.
Ma'am welcome ma'am.
Thank you ma'am. எட்டாவது ஆறுக்குடி
Shall we start LP?
Ma'am, shall I start, ma'am?
Yeah, of course. Ma'am, shall we start, ma'am?
Yes, we'll start, ma'am.
Yeah. LP start பண்ணலாம்.
அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி. We have a chance to do something extraordinary as we head out of this pandemic. We can change the world, create a world of love, a world where we are kind to each other. No matter what class, what race, and what gender, what religion, and what job. A world we do not judge those at a crisis situation. Let love and kindness be our roadmap. A warm, very good afternoon to one and all who gathered here for the wonderful occasion. Now we are here to the panel discussion. Starting with you. A hearty welcome to our honorable correspondent sir, OPR Memorial Group of Educational Institution, and a warm and a love-filled welcome to our beloved AO Madam, OPR Group of Educational Institution. And I am pleased to invite our chief guest moderator, Dr. Jayadiba, Principal, IQ City Institute of Health Science, West Bengal. Thank you for your valuable presence. And I like to welcome our principal ma'am, teaching and non-teaching faculties and students of OPR Memorial College of Paramedical Science. Our prayer have no expiry date. So prayer is the nearest approach to God. So let us begin the session with a gracious prayer song to seek the blessings of God. I would like to call Miss Kirtana and Kyle Vidi from 4th year BSc Nursing to sing a prayer song.
அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி தனி பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி கலை நிறை கணபதி சரணம் சரணம் கஜமுக கணபதி சரணம் சரணம் கலை நிறை கணபதி சரணம் சரணம் கஜமுக குணபதி சரணம் சரணம் தலைவனின் இடையணி சரணம் சரணம் சரவண பவகுக சரணம் சரணம் கலை நிறை கணபதி சரணம் சரணம் திலைமலை உடையவர் சரணம் சரணம் சிவ 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 சரணம் சரணம் திலைமலை உடையவர் சரணம் சரணம் சிவ 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 சரணம் சரணம் உலை வருவோர் சரணம் சரணம் அம்பிகை சரணம் சரணம் உமை சிவ அம்பிகை சரணம் 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 அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி அருட்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி.
Thank you, girls. Thank you, girls, for creating a calm and conducive climate to start the session in a great manner. Live your truth, express your love, share your enthusiasm, take action towards your dreams, make today worth remembering. Welcoming is not just a word, it is a feeling of expression of great gratitude. May I call upon our beloved principal, Dr. S. Subhadra Devi, deliver welcome address.
அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி. Yeah. Starting. அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி. The coronavirus pandemic has been devastating globally. So with the casualties rising, worrying press conferences, shuttering of small businesses, and an overextended health service, there has not been a lot of positive news to come out of the health crisis over the last year naturally. We long to return to the normal, but the normal lead to this situation. To avoid the future pandemic, we know that we are going to face the third wave. We must grapple enough with all the ways normal failed us. We have to build something better than the usual, than the present situation. So we planned a panel discussion titled Stopping the Spread Starts With You. That is from us, emphasizing our role and model to be a good citizen and follower for our students. So on behalf of Suddha Sanmarkan Nilayam Vadalur and OPR Memorial College of Paramedical Sciences Vadalur, it's my immense warm enough to encompass our most respected correspondent, Sir, Dr. R. Selvaraj, for this wonderful evening. And also, I extend my thanks for providing us with this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, sir. And we are certainly grateful to our chief guest, Dr. R. Jaideepa, ma'am, principal of IQ City Institute of Nursing Sciences, Durgapur, West Bengal, for accepting our invitation very readily with humbly and gladly for this occasion. I welcome you, ma'am. Ma'am is a well-known person with abundant knowledge in the field of nursing, with high profile of professional and academic achievements. It's our honor and privilege to have you as our moderator for today's event. Thank you, ma'am, for spending your valuable time with us. I do extend my welcome. Thank you, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. I do extend my warm welcome to our administrative officer, Mr. Lata Raja Venkateshan, for her constant support in all our endeavor. Thank you, ma'am. And again, I welcome you, ma'am. It's my pleasure to welcome all of our today's speakers, none other than the pillars of OPR Memorial College of Paramedical Science, our beloved teaching faculties like Mrs. T. Chandra, Vice Principal, Mrs. G. Malarvi, Associate Professor, Mrs. P. Vanita, Associate Professor, Mrs. N. Lakshmi Priyadashni, Assistant Professor, Mrs. V. Shobna, Assistant Professor, Mrs. Nitya Priya, Assistant Professor, and Mrs. Bindu, Assistant Professor, and Ms. Shibaranjani, Tutor, and Ms. Kavita, Tutor. Welcome you all, and I congratulate you all. I also welcome the entire teaching and non-teaching fraternities, principals and staff students from OPR Memorial School of Nursing and Kasturba Gandhi School of Nursing, and the students of OPR Memorial College of Paramedical Science who have joined with us in this enlightening session. Once again, welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank
Over
you,
to
ma'am,
you,
for your
LT.
standing.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your standing welcome note. Next, I would like to call upon Mrs. Malarvidi, Associate Professor, to give a brief intro about moderator, ma'am.
One tree can start a forest. One word can frame your goal. One candle can wipe out the darkness. A true leader has a confidence to stand alone. I take this opportunity to honor and welcome our respected moderator of today's event, Dr. R. Jaideepa ma'am, Principal, IQ City Institute of Nursing Sciences, Durgapur, West Bengal. Ma'am has completed her UG in KMCH Coimbatore in 2000, PG in Sri Ramakrishna Institute Coimbatore in 2005, and in doctorate in Savita University in 2017. Ma'am also completed other courses like PGDHM in Annamalai University and MBA in Bharatiya University. Ma'am has a professional membership in various associations like Sigma Theta, International Network for Doctor Education, Trained Nurses Association of India, Oncology Nurses Association of India, Nursing Research Society of India, and also member in various international journals. Ma'am has published 21 articles in various international journals. Ma'am presented more than 20 scientific papers in various state level and national level conferences. And also ma'am attended various conferences, workshops, and CNE programs, etc. Ma'am has more than 20 years of experience in teaching and clinicals. We are fortunate to have you with us for this event, ma'am. Thank you for your precious presence, ma'am. Welcome you once again, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. A positive thinking is a powerful thinking. If you want happiness, fulfillment, success, and in your inner peace, start thinking you only have the power to achieve those things. Focus on the right side of the life and expect positive result. The secret of getting ahead is getting started now. I would like to call upon Mrs. Bindu R. Kamali, Assistant Professor, to present the topic regarding if not now, then when. Welcome, Bindu. The session is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Lakshmi Priyadashini. Is my PPT visible?
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. So, in the foremost, in the outskirt, I am very gratitude and feel pleasure for this wonderful opportunity. At first, I thank our beloved correspondent sir for offering us this wonderful opportunity, and also our administrator madam, Evo madam, for guiding us throughout the process. And I'm most beloved, great gratitude and more beloved to our respected principal ma'am for guiding us throughout all these sessions, and for who was encouraging us throughout this program, and who is still continuing us to encourage to complete this program in success. So now I have chosen the topic, if not now, then when. So if you don't change, or if you don't recognize yourself now, then when you will do it. So this is the picture which is showing us that some of the powerful light of unity can illuminate the whole earth. Even the weak become strong when we are united. So it is not the responsibility of an individual person. It is a responsibility of the whole society, whole family, and whole country to overcome this pandemic situation. So do not be afraid, but be aware. So whatever information you get or receive from everyone, you just collect it, and don't be afraid of the information. Just be aware what is happening and how it is happening and how to overcome it. So you should be responsible for yourself, for your family, for your society, and as a citizen also. So the very first one is as your family. When you are detained, so at present all are in the lockdown session, so we are working from home. So at this time, you have enough opportunity to spend your time with your family also. So you have to divide yourself. You have to know your rights. So what time you are going to work, and what time is you're going to spend with your family. So you have to know your rights, at what time you have. So if your working time is from 9:30 to 5:30, then it should be strictly towards your official work. And after from 5:30 to your on evening times, you can spend with your family members. So next is be upfront about your personal situation. So there are situations when you have to do overtime work. So in that conditions, or in that situation, when you are favorable or most welcome, you can always share the personal feelings with your higher officials to explain them that regarding your family situation. And you also have to exhibit empathy. It is not that whenever you have to work, you should give excuse. You have to also see in the role of a head of the institution or head of the factories, or wherever you are working. You have to understand their risks also. So you should not give reasons whenever needed. At first, you have to exhibit the empathy of the leader of the institution also, and complete the work at the quickest. And you have to can also spend time with your family members. So when you are in a critical situation, you have multiple work, and you also have to spend time with your family, have a plan, one or two. always don't stick on to like rules. Have some alternative plan. You can have 2 or 3 more plans. You can divide it. You can schedule your work and you can complete it at the earliest. Next is communicate often. So whenever you're having a pressure on your level, you have to communicate with your friends, colleagues, or even your higher officials in times when you are facing difficulties. So, and other ways you can also found your boundaries. So when you have your limits, okay, you cannot carry on everyone's work and you can do it yourself. You have to articulate your boundaries. So this is the work I'm assigned to and I'm going to complete it. And when someone asks help, you can always help them. It is not that you have to do their work. It is just you're going to help for their work. So you have to maintain the boundaries level also. Next is broaden your network. In order to complete a work successfully, you always need the help of your colleagues and your members also. So it is not a narrow-minded, just always broaden your mind and your network and see that you are communicating with your friends and colleagues so that the work will have a quality in it before the completion. So what are the do's and don'ts you have to do? So if your boss is very strict and he doesn't show any compassion, just give him the plan that see now in lockdown I have this work time schedule. So after this work schedule, my family is the foremost. So I have to spend time with them. I have to spend with my children. So you have to explain them. So you should not just go bend over and do all the activities as instructed by the higher officials. It is in case of only when the higher official is not understanding your emotionals. Forget relationships with people in your organization who understand your personal circumstances and who can provide things if it is so to your boss. So when you can't ventilate your feelings to your boss, always get compassion help from your colleagues also. What you have to not do, don't avoid talking to your boss outside your commitments. Be upfront and honest about your obligations. So there are conditions where the people put into themselves, like they'll put back the family back and they will try to do all the activities or all the works assigned by the officials. In that condition, you can always come in front. Okay, sir, I'm able to do this work, but I also need to spend some quality time with my family members. You have to be rigid in your role. Be strict. You have to be rigid in your role. And never neglect your mental well-being and your physical well-being. You can have your extra times, you can have your hobbies, you can have your recreation time. Everything can be done. So next, what we are going to do is, next we come the economic level. So as an individual and as a person, you have always completed it. Next, what you're going to see is like preventing and saves lives make economic sense. So when you are responsible for your family, again, you are responsible for yourself and the children of the family. So at first, in this situation, when you enter into your home, after your work, wash your hands often with plain soap and water. Just enter into your washroom, wash your hands and with soap and water and take a complete bath. And always cover your mouth and nose with mask when you're around outside the family or when you have a get together in your family also. We might think they are our relatives. What is the reason? Why should I cover my face? But there are these unknown microorganisms which are spreading. So even inside your family, when you have a get together or a function.
Switch on your video, Bindu. Sorry for interruption.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my video is on.
Yeah, but okay, fine. It was a message given by LP. Okay, fine, my continue.
Yes. Cover your mouth, even nose, the mask when you're around others.
Yeah.
Avoid crowds and practice social distancing. So when you are outside and you're having a client meeting or an official meeting, you can stay at a distance of 6 feet apart from each other so that you can also be safer side and even the colleague also will be on the safer side. And please don't accept or recognize or feel towards getting vaccination anything. You are all well known and you all knowledge to people. You all know the effects of the vaccination. So you should not prevent yourself or prohibit yourself or stop yourself from getting vaccinated. When you are vaccinated, your family is very safe. And next one is integrating and pandemic preparedness. So Now, after the family, after yourself and the family, next comes the society. So when it comes to society, it is a integration. Integration not only comes along with you, but it is a group of members. So when you are getting a safer side, your neighbors, your co-workers, your colleagues are also getting on the safer side. So for that, you have to do planning and coordinating. So when you are working in an area of a closed area, so you have to educate, or you have to encourage the co-workers to get vaccinated and plan according to the activities. You give them work schedule, you give them rotation plan. You will give them enough time and space to breathe themselves. Next is, once you assess the situation, you have to monitor it. How is the range of the assessment being? It is equally given for all others, or whether there's due to this time any difficulties being faced by the members of the co-workers, you have to be assessed. The situation must be assessed. What happened, what might happen, and what is happening. All this must be assessed in the and you have to formulate the plans. Reducing the spread of disease. So next is, like, after your assessment in your co-workers or in the society, you have to educate. Even you can also personally give them yeah, you might have heard that all the auto rickshaw members and even the society also were giving them free masks, sanitizers. Okay, so like that you can also help the poor people and needy people by giving them this mask and encouraging them to take vaccination in the government hospitals, so that the spread of the disease will be reduced. Again, even those who are affected also, you have to encourage them, continue the health care provision to them. You have to encourage them to take care of themselves, so that it will not be affected for the family members also. And you have to communicate. So once everyone is locked down, on once everyone is isolated, so automatically all of the people are getting into this depression state. So you can communicate. You have a video chat, have a video call, have a phone call, everything. By this you can ventilate your feelings, so that your depression level and stress level will be reduced. So communication is a must. So next is rebuilding from reunions. What is rebuilding from ruins? So rebuilding is, already we have come to the state like our financially and our health and our emotionally status, our status are getting down and low. So now we have to stand up for ourselves. We are rebuilding ourselves from the ruins. So how will you rebuild? So you have to make a certain that what is the time preventing here, how the business or the education level or education coping up of the children, or the health levels of the people and the society failures. All this has to be understood clearly, and it has to be recognized how it is getting affected. So what are the measures we can use to rebuild? What are the ideas, or what are the facts we can be used to rebuild the public conscious? Then you have to see for the response. So if this is the problem I have recognized, then immediately choose for response. I have to act against it. I have to reduce the spread of the disease. I have to initiate and encourage people for vaccination. I have to encourage them to follow the SMS, like a mask, a washing, and they are keeping the distance. All this I have to follow. So you have to encourage everyone. And next comes the recovery period. Recovery does not happen completely. So you must always remember that 100% recovery is impossible, but still we can reduce the risk factors, and slowly you can recover the people from their level of health level, or even in the societal level, or in the emotional level, or in the economical level also. You can improve them and get back to the work safely. Only by this community strength you can again build a healthy nation also. So not only individual is responsible, even each and every individual, each and every person of the society is responsible. Always you have to think from bottom to up, not from top to down. So whenever we are going to plan certain results or certain activities or facts, you have to think at the lowmost level. So how the people will be accepting it, how will be the people be able to follow it, how will be the people be able to come over this. So when the baseline people are okay, then you have to go step by step to the middle level people and the higher level people. Always see that whether it is applicable for the lower level people, and avoid thinking back to normal. So we have to just think that nothing is going to be now normal back again. Again, completely back is not possible, but to some extent, to reverse the back situation is possible. So anyway, we have to always follow this safety measures of wearing your mask, covering your nose and mouth, hand washing, maintaining a distance of 6 feet distance, and accepting the vaccination. So all this has to be followed, and when you're following it now, so the future of yours and your family members will be very well. I thank everyone for providing me this opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Stop sharing. Bindu, kindly stop sharing. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Thank you, Bindu, for a marvelous speech. And this may impart some knowledge to the audience regarding the action to be taken by oneself to overcome the pandemic. Next, I call upon Ms. Kavita to share her ideas regarding our topic. We seek to discover the best in others. Be someone, be out the best in yourself. Kavita, the session is yours. You can start now.
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon to all. I take this opportunity to thank our correspondents, AO ma'am and principal ma'am. Ma'am, shall I share the screen, ma'am?
Yes.
My screen is visible, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am.
You just turn your phone into landscape.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it is clear.
Yes,
you can start.
Yeah, you can start now, Kavita.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. Now I'm going to share ideas about stopping the spread that starts with you. As my topic is being a better me. The person who is being a better me should always be a better person. So many authors say the many rules and regulations and norms to be followed as a better person in a life. The first and foremost thing is be a role model. Be a role model, which leads to first one is a learning. Learn to walk away. According to Buddha, says that no one saves us but ourselves. We ourselves must walk the path. According to Foreign Dexterity, says that man only likes to count us a trouble, but he does not count his joys. Learn to walk away says that if a situation comprises your values, it will eat away at you. You will be negatively affected by this situation. First, try to be positive and change the situation by telling others how you feel. Tell them why you are not comfortable and what is bothering you. Listen to those responses. If you realize that the situation will not change, then you need to walk away. No one has a power to change every negative situation. Once you determine that you can't change it, it is okay to remove yourself. You will feel better for doing so. And next one is for be a better, stop being angry. Holding on an anchor is like a grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it someone else. You are the one who gets burned. The stop being angry says that being angry or getting angry is easy in the number one reason why you may be having a difficult time in being a better person. Once you can't become aware of those, you start to change it. Learn to go to anger, convey and hurt. Our frustration should not be taken out of others. And next foremost thing is tips of self-improvement for a better being. According to Abraham Maslow says that what is necessary to change a person is to change our awareness of himself. Becoming a self-aware means listen to ourselves and pay attention to interaction that you have with others. If you pay attention, you may start to notice that at the same point in the interaction things seems to go wrong. Try to determine what happens and how you change that. Being aware of this can help to change yourself. And next one is listen the rules. There are 6 ways to be a well-being. The first and foremost thing is be active. We just want to be active by doing exercise and doing a gardening work and doing a dancing. We just feel very better and enjoyable by being active. And next one is keep learning. Try someone new. We just want to read more and discover the old interests. Okay. Next one is give. Do something nice for a friend or a stranger. And next one is connect. With the people around you, we just want to have a colleagues, friends at home, work and school or in a local community. Next one is take notice. Be curious. Catch sight of your beautiful. Remark on unusual. And next is care of the planet. Make small changes to your life that you use to reduce your energy use, recycle more, leave a car at home. And the 5th point of being a better me is work on self-involvement. According to Edmund Henry says that I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. Learn to listen, like to listen. Listening is learning. When you listen to others, they tend to gratitude towards your kindness. When you like to listen, you will see remarkable changes in a relationship you have with others. Changes a goal for beyond the listening itself. And next one is speak in a kind way. Speaking in a kind way is one of the self-improvement also. According to Mark Twain says that kindness is a language which a deaf can hear and blind can see. Speak in a kind way. Something as simple as speaking is a kind way can improve your relationship. Kindness promotes a kindness. Or simplified, speak kind to others and they will speak kind to you. And the 6th one is for being well-being is diet and exercise. There are 10 important foods to boost the immune system. And the first and foremost thing is mushroom. So it is used to treat anemia and good for a bone strength also. And next one is carrot. It improves the vision and improves our digestion. And next is a strawberry. It's rich in nutrients, improve the brain health. And dark chocolate. It is used to reduce stress and improve the heart circulation. Along with it used to reduce inflammation. And next one is green tea. It keeps the heart healthy and decreases the blood glucose level. And next one is garlic. Is an effective painkiller, cures the respiratory problem. And next is chicken soup. Works your muscles and gives power to your bones. And these are the 10 foods which used to be being a better me and also your immune booster food. And next is by doing exercise. The exercise is not only a better me, and also you can do the walking, gardening, reducing a weight circus exercise also. While walking also you can reduce the full stress. Okay. And next is yoga. Yoga is used to improve our mind freshness and along with it used to improve our energy. And 7th one is avoid negative people. To be positive, think positive. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you will start having a positive result. According to Willie Nilsson. To be positive, think positive. Positive thought brings positive action. To approach this, think positive thought in your mind. Try to find the positive side of every situation where positive attribute brings someone. Importantly, a positive preach in a byproduct of positive thought. Positive outcomes as a byproduct of pauses speech. Last but not least, but showing a kindness is equal to God. Show kindness to those you
Sir, good
around you.
afternoon.
According to Lee Brown, help others
Fine,
on
sir.
purpose.
Thank you. How are you,
Help
sir?
others, active your brain.
Yes, sir.
You
All
can
fine.
be active yours. Help others on purpose. Realize that a foundation to bring a better person is to help those who are around you. When others feel better as a result of your help, you feel better as well. Studies can show that the people who help others have a less stress, feel healthier, and are in a better mood than those who don't help others. These are the simple steps of the person to be being a better me. Thank you all.
Thank you, Kauda. Nicely said. A positive thinking gives a positive action. Thank you for a wonderful presentation. A healthy human immune system equals to healthy body. As you begin, stop sharing. Kavita, please.
Yes, ma'am.
A healthy immune system equal to healthy body. As you begin to heal the inner you, you alter your inner immune system. Next, I would like to call Mrs. G. Malarvidi, Associate Professor, to discuss the topic regarding mastering the immunization.
A warm welcome to all our respected dignitaries, respected speakers, and all our beloved students who are participating in this event. First of all, I thank our honorable correspondent sir, respected AO madam, and respected principal madam for the opportunity given to me. Today I am going to present the topic on Today I'm going to present the topic on mastering the immunity. As our global population growing rapidly and our way of living style and living environment has changing substantially, also outbreak of life-threatening infections like COVID-19. With all this problem, we need to support our health and well-being. Primarily, we need to improve our immune system throughout our life. Next slide. Because our immune system is essential for our survival. Without an immune system, our body would be open to attack from bacteria, viruses, parasites, and more. It is our immune system that keeps us healthy as we drive through a series of pathogens. Next, we can see briefly about the definition. Immunity is the ability of the body to protect against all types of foreign bodies like bacteria, virus, toxic substances which enter the body. As it protects us from the disease, it is also called disease resistance. Lack of immunity is known as susceptibility. So, susceptible people are more prone to get infection easily. Immunity is done by immune system, which is a complex network of lymphoid organs such as bone marrow, thymus, spleen, etc. Next, we can see about the functions of immune system. Immune system will fight the disease-causing germs like bacteria, viruses, parasites, or fungi, and also it remove them from the body. It will recognize and neutralize the harmful substances from the environment, and also it will fight with the disease-causing changes in the body, such as cancer cells. We can see briefly about the types of immunity. We have two types of immunity, that is innate or native immunity. It is also known as inborn immunity. We all born with some level of immunity, which is genetically made. Example, we can say our skin and mucous membrane of the throat and gut. Then next one is acquired immunity or adaptive immunity. So we can get this immunity as we go through our life. We can artificially and naturally we can get it. Artificially, we can get it by vaccination. Naturally, we can get it when we exposed with some kind of the infections, and that time our body will produce some kind of antibody against those infections. Next, we can see some things or factors that will suppress our immune system. Lack of sleep. So sleep is a suppressing factor because during sleep only our body releases some kind of antibody which helps for boosting our immune system. So lack of sleep diminishes our immune system. Next, anxiety. So anxiety is also another factor for suppressing our immune system because prolonged anxious thought and anxiety will suppress our immune system. Next one, low vitamin diet. So we know that vitamin is needed for strong bone and healthy blood cells. So bones and blood cells are the part of the immune system. We need to boost our immune system. So taking adequate vitamin D is important to boost our immune system. Then certain medications. Medication we use for treating some kind of allergies, arthritis, and organ transplant and treating cancer. So that medication can suppress our immune system. Example, we can say a prolonged use of corticosteroids. Too few fruits and veggies. Fruits and vegetables are playing a major role in boosting our immune system. So when we lack taking fruits and vegetables, automatically our immune system will be impaired. Lack of exercise. So exercise is not only muscle strengthening, it also boosts our blood circulation throughout the body so that the infection fighting cells can travel throughout our body so that it can fight the infections easily and actively. Some studies also shown that 30 minutes of doing moderate to severe exercise can strengthen your immunity. So it is important to do exercise regularly. High fat diet. High fat diet, generally taking high fat diet is not good for our health. In immune system, it hinders the germ fighting white blood cells. Also, it upsets the good bacteria in the gut, which is helping for our immune system. Too little time outdoor. If you go outdoors, sunlight may energize our immune T cell that helps fighting infections. Also, it brings other benefit like many plants and trees releases the antimicrobial organic compounds, which is called phytonicide, will boost our immune system. So, not going outdoor will diminish your immune system. Next, smoking and alcohol. Both of these habits are dangerous to our health generally. In immune system, it weakens the body's ability to fight against the germs. And grief also, the prolonged or chronic grief or worries due to any loss or traumatic event can suppress our immune system. Next, I have 10 tips to boost our immunity during COVID-19. Now we all in the COVID-19 pandemic period, our immune system is our most powerful weapon to fight against the coronavirus disease. So we need to know what makes a healthy immune system and how to boost our immune system during COVID-19 pandemic. First one is maintaining a healthy lifestyle. It is a natural way of keeping your immune system well functioning. It includes maintaining a healthy weight, eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly, stop smoking, and limiting the alcohol. So by maintaining all these healthy lifestyle behavior, we can lead a healthy immune system. Next one, eating more immune building food. As we know, healthy diet is important for our strong immune function. There are some specific foods may boost our immune even better. They include vitamin C, foods like orange, kiwi, broccoli, spinach, carrot, papaya, blueberry. So it contains excellent antioxidant which boost our immune system. Then next, probiotic foods like yogurt, kefir, buttermilk. They are having the live cultured good bacteria which remove the bad bacteria from our body. And using garlic, ginger, turmeric in our daily food, it is good for our immunity. It has an excellent anti-inflammatory effect, also medicinal values. Next, try to have a natural immunity aid such as essential oils. That includes eucalyptus and tea tree oil. We use these as a traditional medicine from many centuries. They are also called antiviral properties because they help to remove the infections. We can use this oil for doing steam inhalation. Also, we can add this oil in the warm water and we can take bath. Also, we can add this oil to our homemade hand sanitizer so that it can absorb through the skin and can remove the infection. Next one, fourth one, improved sleep and meditation can boost our immunity. Yes, getting a good sleep for 7 to 8 hours can strengthen your immune system. So it can fight off infection. Already we know that during sleep only some kind of antibodies released and it boosts the immune system. Next, meditation. Meditation give a refresh and recharge to our body, leading to reduced stress and anxiety. So that resulting in better sleep and improved immunity. And next, positive attitude and turn that frown upside down. So we are living in the uncertainty world. We should know that how we are reacting to the current event and day-to-day interaction because negative attitude or stressful attitude will impact our immunity. So positive mindset and positive attitude will improve our general health as well as immunity. So always think happy thoughts and turn the frown upside down. Then go outside to boost your immunity. Fresh air and sunlight are a powerful combination for maintaining a healthy immune system. Taking a walk, not to some exercise, also give us chance to enjoy the sceneries, also give us a peace of mind. Also, we can inhale antimicrobial organic compounds released from the trees and plants that will boost our immunity. Next, maintain good hygiene habit for increased immunity. So don't forget to follow the number one recommendation from the Centers for the Disease Control and Prevention to prevent the infection. Wash your hands thoroughly, often with the soap, and scrub the hands for 20 seconds before rinsing. So, though the clean hand does not have a direct effect on immune system, it reduces the number of time you get sick and improve your well-being. Next one, drinking more water is especially helpful for elderly or seniors. Taking water adequate will boost our blood circulation throughout the body and making the immune boosting cells to travel throughout the body. As we age, sometimes we lose our some of the sense of thirst. So we need to encourage our elder people in our home to drink water frequently to prevent the dehydration. Then staying connected to others can boost our immunity. Staying connected. Due to COVID-19 outbreak, we all staying at home since so many months without seeing our family members, friends, also working people not going for the work even. So this isolation can increase the loneliness, depression, which can negatively impact our immune system. We can reduce the impact by talking to our friends through phones, and also we can text your relatives, and we can participate in Zoom community class. So these kind of behavior can relieve our depression and loneliness. Next, vaccination. So keep current with all recommended vaccines. Vaccines prime your immune system to fight off infection before they take hold in your body. So next we have come to one conclusion. Hope you all got some points regarding immunity, and hope you may follow the healthy lifestyle and boost your immunity. With all these above mentioned lifestyle changes, you can make your immune system stronger. While you may find it difficult to implement these changes, taking one step at a time will not only make it easier for you to ward off the virus and other bacteria, but also keep you healthier for a better tomorrow. Thank you all for your kind cooperation and patient listening.
Thank you, Malar ma'am. Certainly, when you boost your immune, you can give a nice punch to coronavirus. Well said, Malar ma'am. Thank you for your informative talk. Self-care is not a waste of time. Self-care makes your use of time more sustainable. We cannot direct a wind, but we cannot adjust the sail. Next, I call upon Mrs. Nitya Priya, Assistant Professor, to deliver a lecture about self-care promotion. Over to you, Nitya. Nitya, you can start the session.
Nitya Priya. Nitya Priya. Is there any network issue?
Nitya, you can start the session. Time starts.
Nitya Priya, are you there?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Screen தெரியுது ma'am.
Yes, you are visible. Where is your slide?
LP, you help her.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Send to me. I will display.
Yes, ma'am.
Go with the next person then.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
she's not ready, go with the next person.
Yes. Next I will call. Ma'am, next yourself. Ma'am.
Me.
Ma'am. LP, ma'am.
Yes.
Nitya, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then proceed. Make it fast, ma'am. Already it is 3:15. Refine your time to be 10 minutes. LP, you have to see that they are finishing everything within 10 minutes. If not, you have to make them note that it's about 10 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Nitya, you can start.
Ma'am.
Yes, it is visible.
Visible, visible,
Yes,
Nitya.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Nitya
Thank you, ma'am.
Priya,
Thank you, ma'am.
visible. Yeah.
Good afternoon to all. I take this opportunity to thank our correspondent sir, AO ma'am, and our principal ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Let me clear upon common misconception of self-care. Self-care is not synonymous with being selfish. It means taking care of ourselves. So, we can be healthy, we can be well, we can help and care of others, and we can do all the things we need to accomplish in the day. Now, I am going to take self-care promotion. What is self-care? The act of taking care of your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Then move on to importance of self-care. Your stressful life, it's lead to poor self-care and good self-care. Poor self-care leads to fatigue, burns out, dissatisfaction. And good self-care leads to satisfaction in your life. How to practice healthier lifestyle? A healthy lifestyle keeps you fit, energetic, and at reduce risk of disease. According to WHO, healthy living is way of living that help you enjoy more accept of your life. It is a way of living that lower the risk of being seriously ill or dying early. Some example for healthy lifestyle: exercise, yoga, good sleep, look after yourself, positive news. Now you have to see exercise. Regular exercise can prevent and reverse age-related decrease in muscle mass. and strength, improve balance, flexibility, and endurance, and decrease the risk of falls in the elderly. Regular exercise can help to prevent coronary heart disease, stroke, diabetic, obesity, and high blood pressure. Regular weight-bearing exercise can also help prevent osteoporosis by building bone strength. Then move on to yoga. Yoga across the world, yoga has come to be recognized as an effective tool in improving health, which in turn help maintain in all important work-life balance. Today, yoga has gained on enormous following globally and good well-being considered one of the pillar of Indian soft power. Then good sleep. Sleep is a critical to physical health and effective functioning of the immune system. It is also a key promoter of emotional wellness and mental health, helping to beat back stress, depression, and anxiety. Then look after yourself. Take time to look after yourself. You have to take look at yourself objectively, analyze yourself like an instrument. You have to be absolute frank with yourself. Face your handicaps. Don't try to hide them. Instead, develop something else. And positive news. Bad news travel a spread of life. Good news travel like molasses. Sharing positive news with other in associate with benefits such as feeling more positive and more satisfied with life, greater self-esteem, and decrease in feeling lonely. And how to practice self-care? Drinking water and eating well, getting enough good sleep, being active, planning ahead of creating a routine. Stress relief. Stress relief, it is tips to relieve stress. May give yourself a hand massage, count backwards, go for a walk, get coffee with a friend, watch a movie, have a dance party, go to bed early. An everyday action to promote ourselves during pandemic period. Hand washing. Hand washing, also known as hand hygiene. The act of cleaning one's hand with soap and water to remove bacteria, virus, microorganism, dirt, and other harmful and unwanted substances stuck to the hand. Then 7 steps of hand washing. Wet hand and apply a liquid soap. Rub palm together. Rub the back of hand. Interlink your finger. Cup your finger. Clean the thumbs. Rub palm with your fingers. Then move on to avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Hand touch many surface and can pick up virus. Once contaminated, hand can transfer the virus to your eyes, nose, or mouth. From there, the virus can enter your body and can make you sick. Avoid close contact inside your home and outside your home. Inside your home, avoid close contact with people who are sick. If possible, maintain 6 feet between the person who is sick other household manner. Outside your home, put 6 feet of the distance between yourself and people. Then move on to wear mask. Make wearing a mask a normal part of being around other people. The appropriate use, storage, and cleaning or disposable of making are essential to make them effective as possible. Use 3-layer mask or double mask when you are in crowd. Then stay home, stay safe. Stay at home directive as issued to protect you and your family and the public at large. At the critical time, it is essential that everyone just stay home. Please stay home. Vaccinated. There are 3 types of vaccine available in India: Covaxin, Covishield, Sputnik. So we should vaccinate ourselves. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thank you, Nithipriya. Stop sharing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kindly mute. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Somebody is making noise, ma'am. Participants, kindly mute yourself. Participants.
Participants, kindly mute yourself.
Participants, kindly mute yourself, ma. It is very disturbing. Nitya, please stop sharing. Nitya Priya, stop sharing.
Nitya Priya, Shobana, I think next
Yes,
is
ma'am.
Shobana, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can start your session, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. When you change your diet, you can change your entire physiology and can heal yourself. May I call upon Mrs. Shobana, Assistant Professor, to share her idea regarding nutritional rehabilitation.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm not able to share my slide.
Yeah. Now you can try.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, is my screen is visible, ma'am?
Now you can proceed. Shobana, you can proceed.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. A warm good afternoon to one and all. First of all, I would like to thank our respected correspondent, sir, respected AO, ma'am, and beloved principal, ma'am, to giving these opportunities. Thank you, ma'am. So today my topic is about the nutritional rehabilitation. You are strong. You made it home, but our fight is not yet over. In order to return to health, it is important to restore muscle and strength as well as provide your body with the nutrients. It is needed to keep your immune system strong. Some of the myths. Nowadays, we are having so much of myths and misconception regarding the food that these food will cure COVID-19 or coronavirus. We can see some of the myths about the food for COVID-19 prevention. First one is garlic. There is some evidence showing that garlic has the antibacterial effect with existing studies indicating that active component of garlic are protective against some types of bacteria like Salmonella and Staphylococcus aureus. But though it is considered to be healthy food, there is no evidence showing that eating it can prevent the COVID-19 or cure the COVID-19. The second one is the lemon. So lemon is a good source of vitamin C, which is important for helping the immune cells works properly. However, many other citrus fruits and vegetables also containing vitamin C, but here also there is no any scientific evidence that lemon can cure this disease. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is known to play a role in supporting the normal functioning of the immune systems. Vitamin C can help and treat the common cold. The evidence in support for this is not only limited but conflicting too. There are also significant difference between the common cold and the coronavirus. Currently, no strong evidence that supplementing with vitamin C will prevent or cure COVID-19. Next, alkaline foods. Misformation spread over the social media that suggests virus can be cured by eating food with the high pH level, that is higher than the virus pH. The pH below 7 is considered as acidic, 7 pH is neutral, and above 7 is alkaline. Some of the alkaline foods said to cure coronavirus were like lemons, orange, turmeric tea, and avocado, but it is not scientifically proven. Keto diet, that is the keto diet, which is high in fat and low carbohydrate diet, has been said to be protective against the COVID-19. The keto diet won't prevent COVID-19. This comes from the idea that it can boost the immune system. Keto might prevent or treat the flu. There is also no current existing evidence demonstrating that a ketogenic diet can prevent the coronavirus. Food items or the surface of the food items that can be have the COVID-19 formats can cause the coronavirus. So from all this, we can come to understand that food can only increase the immunity rather than it won't cure the COVID-19. Next, we can see the nutrient role in immune systems. Vitamin A, it will help to support the T cells, that is a type of white blood cell that help identify the pathogens. Some of the source of vitamin A are liver and cheese are dietary source of retinol. A dark green leafy vegetables and a orange colored fruits and vegetables like carrot, sweet potato, melon and papaya are the dietary source of carotenoids which can be converted to vitamin A by the body. Vitamin B12 helps to produce new immune cells. So meat, fish, milk, cheese, egg and fortified yeast extract and cereals. These are some of the source of vitamin B12. Vitamin B6, it helps to produce new immune cells, metabolize the antibodies and helps the immune cells to communicate. Some of the sources are poultry, fish, egg yolk, soya beans, and some fruits and vegetables such as banana, avocado, and pepper. Vitamin C, it helps the cells to attack pathogens, helps to clear away the old immune cells from the site of infection, and helps to maintain the skin, our external barrier to infections. So copper, it helps to protect and fuel the immune cells. Folate, it helps to produce the new immune cells. Some of the sources are green vegetables and pulses, orange, berries and nuts, seeds, cereals, etc. Iron, it helps to maintain the health of the immune cells. So next is selenium, helps to produce new immune cells and can help to strengthen the response to the infections. Zinc, it helps to produce new immune cells, helps develop natural killer cells that helps to fight off the virus and support communication between the cells. Nutrient advisors during the COVID-19 outbreak. Good nutrition and hydrations are very important. A well-balanced diet keeps you healthy, strengthens the immune system, and reduces the risk of chronic disease and infectious disease. It is recommended that a diet with variety of fresh food and unprocessed food is followed daily to provide the body within the necessary vitamins, minerals, dietary fibers, and antioxidants. We have to eat fresh and unprocessed food every day. It should include vegetables, nuts, whole grains, foods from animal sources like meat, fish, egg, etc. Have to drink enough amount of water. That is at least 8 to 10 cups of water daily. Eat moderate amount of fats and oils. Eat less salt and sugar. Food source that improves the circulation of the oxygen blood in the level. We have to take leafy vegetables, turmeric, fish, garlic and ginger and pomegranate. So other than that, we have to follow some things like we have to eat a healthy diet, which includes fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, processed. We have to limit the processed food and less sugar and salt. We have to maintain the moderate weight. Being overweight can increase the risk of circulatory problems. Quitting smoke. Smoking can cause a range of circulatory and health problems. Drinking water, stay stay well hydrated can help increase oxygen level in the blood and improve circulation, sir. Increase the physical activity. So it will help. Regular exercise will help to increase the circulation, sir. We can see some of the one sample menu for the healthy thing. So early at morning, once you get out from the bed, you have to drink a water in the empty stomach. 1 glass of empty water in the empty stomach and 5 almond. In breakfast, you can add idli, dosa, khichdi or pongal. In the mid-morning, you can take a bowl of mixed fruits like orange, papaya, apple and guava. In the afternoon, you have to, you have to take a rice with a cup of rice with a sambar, spinach 1 cup, egg, carrot, potato, cauliflower, any one vegetable you can take, and 1 cup of curd. During the tea time, you can take milk or a ginger tea or a masala tea with the dry fruits. At dinner, you can take the wheat dosa, idiyappam, idli or the broken wheat. At bedtime, while you are going to bed, you can take the turmeric milk. So, start the day by consuming soaked almond and raisin. It is said that almonds are rich source of protein and raisin provide a good amount of iron to the body. So it will help to fulfilling the, if you take the, in the morning you are taking ragi dosa or a bowl of porridge is the best option. It will help to have a fulfilling meal in the morning. You can take jaggery and ghee are recommended during a post lunch. You can have this nutritious combination along with roti or any other wheat items. The two are said to help to recover faster. For dinner, it is advisable to skip heavy meals instead of having a instead have a simple khichdi. It includes all the essential nutrients and is also light on the guts. Apart from the many advantages of it, it is said to have the good sleep. Most important of all, it is very important to stay hydrated. Apart from water, one must include homemade lime juices and buttermilk in the routines. It will not help you to it will not help you to keep your body fresh, but also wash out the toxin from the body. So it is some one tips to take to your home. எப்பொழுதும் வெந்நீரை பருக வேண்டும். So if it is not possible to take in the daytime, you can take it in the evening time or in the morning time. You can take a hot water. நாள்தோறும் யோகாசனம், பிராணாயாமம், தியானம் ஆகியவற்றை 30 நிமிடம் செய்யலாம். மஞ்சள், சீரகம், கொத்தமல்லி, பூண்டு ஆகியவற்றை நம் சமையலில் சேர்த்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டும். உறவுகளே, வெளியே செல்லும் பொழுது கொஞ்சம் கிராம்பை எடுத்து செல்லுங்கள். கிராம்பின் கொண்டை பகுதியை நீக்கிவிட்டு ஒரு கிராம்பு என வாயில் போட்டுக்கொண்டு அதன் சாறை தொண்டையில் நன்றாக ஊற விடுங்கள். கிருமிகள் வராமல் காக்கப்படுவோம். Thank you, ma'am.
Shobna, stop sharing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Shobna. Really, it is an interesting topic which is very needed for all the people in this pandemic situation. The rumors are carried by the ignorance, spread by the fool, and accepted by the idiots. It is a nice word for the spreading of gossip and the rumor it is said by someone else. Next, I would call upon our Vice Principal, ma'am, T. Chandra, to deliver a speech regarding stop gossip and get vaccinated.
LP, help out.
May I call upon some other person?
If she is not ready, now just make the next person to present.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, do you find any difficulty in continuing your presentation?
No problem. No problem.
Madam, is it okay for you to continue or shall I ask the next person to start?
No, ma'am. She
Yes,
started.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Voice audible is it?
Yes, it is audible. You can start.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for delaying. My topic is get vaccinated, stop gossiping and get vaccinated. So, many misconceptions about vaccine have persisted for decades because of a poor understanding of how vaccination works. Unfortunately, there has been a lot of misinformation surrounding the vaccine and the development. Coming to the vaccine. New vaccines are coming in the market. So, some vaccines are under clinical trial. I am stating few vaccine names: Covaxin, Covishield, and Sputnik. First, we'll see the Covaxin. Covaxin is developed by Hyderabad-based Bharat Biotech International Limited. Interval between 4 to 6 weeks we can administer. Then the mode of administration is intramuscular (IM). The next one is Covishield. It's developed by Oxford AstraZeneca Serum Institute of India. Then intervals between 12 to 16 weeks. This is also administered by IM. Then coming to the Sputnik, this is the developed by Gamaleya Research Institute of Epidemiology and Microbiology in Moscow, Russia. Intervals between currently 21 days they can administer in Russia, but yet to be decided by in our government. The mode of administration is IM. Then side effect: headache, joint pain, fever, malaise, etc. Then storage: both vaccine can be stored in at 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. Storage and transportation is easier. Then coming to the myth about the vaccine. First, getting the COVID-19 vaccine means I can stop wearing my mask and taking coronavirus precautions. Those who are fully vaccinated against COVID-19, people can follow safety measures to prevent or expose to COVID. Follow SMS, sanitizing your hands, wearing mask, and maintain the social distance. Getting the COVID-19 vaccine gives you COVID-19. No, so it's a wrong concept. You cannot get COVID-19 from the vaccine. Then the COVID-19 vaccine was developed with or contain controversial substance. This is no evidence to develop with or contains a controversial substance. Vaccine were not developed using the fetal tissues, and they do not contain any material such as implant, microchips, or tracking device. The COVID-19 vaccines leads to infertility in women. So this is also a lot of false information on social media. So there is also no evidence. Then after getting COVID-19, I don't need to get a vaccine. People who have been infected with coronavirus may still have the benefits of getting a vaccine due to the severe health risk associated with the COVID-19 and the fact that reinfection is possible. You are advised to get a COVID-19 vaccines even if you have been sick with COVID-19 before. Specific blood types have less severe COVID-19 infection. So getting a vaccine, is it required? There is also no supportive study that particular blood type will lead to more severity of the coronavirus. Then I'm not at a risk for severe complications of COVID-19, so I should not get the vaccine. So regardless of the risk, you can still get in contact with the coronavirus and spread into other arounds. That's why you must get vaccinated. After the COVID-19 vaccine are widely available, it is suggested that as many eligible candidates as possible should get the. It's not only to protect you and your family, but the community as well as the side effects of the coronavirus vaccines are life-threatening. Some coronavirus vaccines can have side effects like, but majority experience only mild side effects like fever, body pain, joints pain, etc. Then, and last one is the fatality rate of COVID-19 is so low, so I don't have to get vaccinated. Vaccines are made to reduce the risk of severe infections and need to be hospitalized. People who are vaccinated are potentially less likely to transmit the COVID-19 disease. When many people are vaccinated, it will protect the community involving the vulnerable, underprivileged, and those who cannot be vaccinated. While vaccination is voluntary, all medically eligible. Avoid gossips and rumors. So much learning. Be safe and stay at home. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for the informative session. Next, I would like to call upon P. Vanita, ma'am, Associate Professor, to discuss the topic regarding. Stop share.
Good afternoon to all. First of all, I would like to thank our honorable correspondent sir, respected AO ma'am, and respected principal ma'am for providing this wonderful opportunity. My topic is society starts from home.
Ma'am, your screen is not visible, ma'am.
It's visible now, Lakshmi?
Yeah.
Thank you. Society starts from home. So society starts from home is a beautiful expression that emphasizes the need to prioritize the needs of one's family members, and all must indulge to a good thing for the betterment of our society. The happiness of any society begins with the well-being of the families that live in it. So each society member has an individual responsibility to help prevent the spread of coronavirus. So let us see the individual responsibility in ending pandemic for better society. The first one is comply with the COVID-19 vaccine requirements. So vaccination is the leading prevention strategy to protect individuals from COVID-19 and end the COVID-19 pandemic. Current COVID-19 vaccines are authorized for use and widely accessible in India. So now we are using Covaxin, Covishield and Sputnik vaccine in India to prevent the COVID-19. Next, complete the daily health checkup. If anybody having the comorbid diseases or illnesses, so daily that should be checked priority frequently. Next, observe basic hygiene, that is wash hands, avoid close contact with other people when sick, clean and disinfect the surfaces under physical distancing. In hand washing, wash hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water is not available, use a hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. So avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. And avoid close contact with other people when sick, and including those in your home. If you are sick, stay home and avoid contact with others. And clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces, including like tables, doorknobs, light switches, desks, phones, toilets, and zinc. Frequently used places should be cleaned properly. Then physical distancing, at least 3 to 6 feet distance should be maintained whenever you are going out from the home. Then participate in COVID-19 testing as directed. If you have any symptoms, get a proper medical advice from your recognized person. Then collaborate in contact tracing if necessary. So in India, we are using a Arogya Setu app to fight against the COVID-19. So as of May 22, 10,096 crore Indians are using the Arogya Setu app. And this app gives daily updates on COVID-19 status in cities, as well as alerts you about your health status. So in this app, all the information is kept secure and confidential. Then take reasonable steps to report and respond to symptoms of COVID-19. If you have any symptoms like running nose, sore throat, fever, that should be reported to the medical personnel to get a proper treatment, and follow isolation or quarantine requirement as instructed by country health officials. This helps protect the public by preventing exposure to people who may have your contagious diseases. Next is coronavirus and individual responsibility to reduce the pandemic situation. So do not get self-medication or suggest medication to the others. And don't rely upon carelessly stitched homemade mask. Always try to use a surgical mask or double-layered mask. And don't speak over the phone in public space without face mask. And don't buy just about any sanitizer. So use a sanitizer which is have your 60% alcohol. Don't overuse sanitizer. When you are home, use a soap and water to wash your hands, and don't wear mask of other family members. And don't let children wear ill-fitting mask. So advise children to wear a finely fitted mask. And don't wait for another person in public spaces like hospitals, shopping markets, and malls, and other public places. And don't hide your condition. If you have any symptoms, get proper medical advice. And don't violate home quarantine rules. If you have a family member who has just come home from another city or country. Next, do's and don'ts in public places. Do's, maintain your hygiene. So always wash hands whenever you are using the public places. Hand wash should be done. If you are not having soap and water, you can use your hand sanitizer. And practice social distancing. It is advised that a distance of at least 3 to 6 feet should be maintained between yourself and other people. This should be thoroughly practiced in case you are required to step out of the house. Then seek medical help if symptoms occur like runny nose, sore throat, fever, and a dry cough. Check from the certified medical professional. Then avoid going out. One cannot know who is infected with the coronavirus. So thus it is best to stay at home and avoid the transmission. Only you can break the chain by staying at the home. Buy essential that will last for a week. So make a list of items according to the size of your family and move around quickly and return as soon as possible. So try to avoid going out in public places multiple times. Next, eat a healthy diet and drink a plenty of water. This and all you know very well. And disinfect packages after receiving them. Whatever the things you are received from the online package, that should be properly disinfected before opening the package. Then thoroughly sterilize toys and other items. Before children's using the items, that should be cleanly sterilized. Then take good care of elders. So the immunity of a person weakens after the certain age. So it is important to take care of the elders in the family. Next, do things to avoid during the COVID-19 pandemic. Avoiding assuming that you are immune to COVID-19. So always take all precautionary measures that will help you to prevent an infection. Don't eat outside food. So avoid eating the junk food and try to eat healthy food items. Then avoid touching your face, nose. So because eyes, nose and mouth are the entry points for the virus. So thus avoiding touching your face without thoroughly washing your hands. And don't skip disinfection of the house. So frequently disinfect the house. Then avoid stepping out without a face cover. Don't overstock medicines. So needed medication we can keep in house. So unwanted medications that should be not kept in the house. Don't allow children to play outdoors. We can keep your children in indoor games. Then don't ignore government issued advice. So that these are to be followed by everyone if they wish to avoid getting infected by the coronavirus. Then don't touch open surfaces in public places. Then don't panic and try to get a good food and nice sleep to reduce the chance of infection. Next is how to stay active all day in and around the home during the pandemic. So try exercise classes online, dance to music, then play active video games, try skipping rope, do some muscle strengthening and balance training exercises. Then clean your home regularly, particularly frequently touched surfaces. Then stay physically fit, exercise regularly, eat a nutritious diet and don't smoke and don't take alcohol. Then stay positive and avoid alarmist news like fake news. Be connected to the friends and family and have some hobbies like playing music or listening music. Follow the golden rules. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water or use your alcohol-based hand rub. Then if you show symptoms of COVID-19, self-isolate yourself, wear a mask around others and seek proper medical advice. If any member of the household shows symptoms of COVID-19, seek medical advice and follow your local health authority guidance. Next one is expectations and rules for other residents in the housing society to prevent the spread of coronavirus. So rules for other residents in the housing society to help prevent the spread of coronavirus. Don't visit or come in contact with anyone who has a recent history of having traveled back from your corona affected place. And if you have by chance come into contact and show certain symptoms of COVID-19, quarantine yourself till you feel all right and the lab result are negative. Then avoid assemblies and congregation to maintain safe distance from other people. Depending upon your state authority, if COVID-19 cases are being reported from your area, so that should be reported to the concerned authority members to take your necessary precautionary measures. And don't ostracize, that is neglect on affected family members. It is a harassment and causes trauma to everyone in the affected family members. So you can help always by giving provisions or medical supply to the family members at the doorstep. Do not enter into the premises. Then quarantine is just a physical isolation. So keep in touch with the family members by other medium like WhatsApp and phone calls. Respect their need for privacy. Tips to use common utilities to help prevent spread of coronavirus. According to Delhi Mayor Vihar And the Resident Welfare Association Vice President Manmohan Singh says some of the points to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Playgrounds with the swings and slides should be closed temporarily so that children who are at home these days are not tempted to use these play items. Indoor sports areas, gyms, common yoga or medication rooms should be closed for a temporary purpose. Then avoid going to clubhouses and other public places within your society, and don't use common taps, public washrooms and toilets as much as possible. And if your apartment or building is provided with a lift, restrict the use. So if you are using the lift or if you are going for a crowded place, always use mask, and after that wash your hand. Ensure that the housekeeping staff are in proper gear to clean the your premises. Then medical and other waste from the infected person should not be dumped in the common places. That should be segregated and discarded according to the complex rules. There is a code of conduct to be practiced in society premises to help prevent the spread of coronavirus. Some of the code of conduct is given. Be careful while using or handling milk bags, elevators, buttons, doorknobs, doorbells, ATM machines, and ask your local body to fumigate and disinfect your premises. Your complex places should be fumigated. To make more residents and visitors aware, you can keep your banners, pamphlets, and to make your awareness about the coronavirus transmission. And make hand washes, masks, and easily available for visitors and household helping members. Residents must be transparent about their condition. They should not hide their condition. If they are having any infection, that should be reported to the neighbors and to the concerned authority, health authority persons. Then transparency should be expected not just from the others. So if anyone is infected, that should be reported properly. Next, government advisory for your residential complexes. Some advice given by the government to the residents. So residential complexes must create awareness through the posters and other aviates media. Sanitizers must be available for all at the entry points. So for all the residents members and also the visitors and also the cleaning persons, everyone should use the sanitizers. And safe distance of 6 feet should be maintained in public areas. So in the residential complexes, get together and gathering should be avoided, and seating in gardens and parks should be placed, and keep in mind to maintain a social distancing of 6 feet. And elevators should be avoided and crowded places should be avoided. If you are in place to use it, after that wash your hands thoroughly. Then the Residents Welfare Association must encourage residents to inform the authorities about their symptoms, and Resident Welfare Association must also disseminate central or state government advisories to the residents through social media and the chat groups. They are having a group and they are sending some awareness messages to the residents welfare members. In case of health emergencies, the Residential Welfare Association should be prepared to assist the resident to the nearest healthcare provider. So they are helping the infected person to get a proper treatment. And they are advising to avoid fake news regarding COVID-19. Might stigma, rumors around the same must be, that should be addressed to the Residential Welfare Association. If they are getting any fake news, they can clear from the association. Then if possible, they must maintain and manage availability of mask, pulse oximeter, sodium hypochlorite solution, soap and water supply in common areas, and some of the drugs like paracetamol and ORS packets that can be kept in the residential area. These are the advice from the government to keep the society safe. I conclude the topic. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Stay home, stay safe, and promote our society. Thank you all.
And change is begin, so everybody will change to change the society. Thank you, ma'am. Next, I call upon ma'am. Ma'am, it is not audible, ma'am.
It's the last. I just call upon the last speaker, Shivaranjani, tutor in nursing, OPR Memorial College of Paramedical Science. Welcome, Shivaranjani. Give your presentation. But a small obligation from our side. Please see that you are in time.
Yes,
It's already too late.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am,
The
my
session
screen
is
is
here.
visible, ma'am. Yeah. Very warm good evening to all. First of all, I would like thanks to our respected correspondent sir and most respected AO madam and most respected principal madam for this great opportunity. During this pandemic, we need to work extra and how to manage our emotions well. We will have a lot of mixed feelings. Naturally, we feel anxiety and maybe have waves of panic, particularly when we see new headlines in the news. So now I am going to share my ideas regarding how we have to maintain our emotion equity during this pandemic situation. So first of all, we have to see about emotional equity. Emotional equity is like banking. You either make a deposit of positivity or a withdrawal of negativity. The task is keep the emotional bank account balanced. Invest the time needed to build positive relationships and as a result, create a higher emotion equity. Having a positive deposit in the emotional bank of others will outweigh a negative interaction. As a result, the occasional that occur is minimized and easily forgiven. So first of all, stay physically safe from virus. In this case, because the safety behavior, physical distancing and hand washing, which decreases the transmission of COVID-19 virus, are also an integral part of anxiety management. Stay home when you can. When outside the home, wash your hands regularly and frequently. To help us make thorough hand washing a new habit, try this. Wash as if you just chopped up a jalapeno pepper without gloves and you now have to put in your contact lenses. So don't forget the side of each and every finger, the back of the hands, palms and creases and nail beds and the back of the nail. Wash for at least 20 seconds. As long as it takes you silently hum the alphabet song, happy birthday, or recite the loving kindness prayer. If you are a speedy hummer, say it twice. Next one, find ways of expressing kindness, patience, compassion. Be extra kind to yourself. This is a hard time for everyone. Humans across the world are sharing this experience with you. We are all in this together and we may all emerge with a renewed appreciation for our interconnectedness. Helping others in need is both critical to get through this well and also creates more purpose to our days and well-being. Create a new routines and keep practicing healthy behavior. So routine and ritual are restorative to us. Our brain wants to predictable activity,
so we can relax our vigilant nervous system. Go to bed early and go outside each day to be active. Then remember that our activities, thoughts, and mood are closely linked. If you want to change your mood, change your activities and your eat well. Good nutrition helps our mood. Stress make us seek comfort foods, and in turning high carbohydrate and sugar impact our mood. Many population-based studies show that a Mediterranean diet has been linked to better mental and stress resilience. Whereas junk food, Western diet is linked to depression and anxiety. Try to fill your home with fresh produce, frozen vegetables, and whole foods when possible. Work help from home. Working from home may be new to you and can have its own challenges, especially in a small home with children. Don't expect to have the same type of productivity as usual. We are all distracted and needing to cope with a different daily life now while helping others. Reduce your goals for a typical work and is not urgent if possible. Confine your workspace to a specific clear area in your home so your job does not intrude on your personal needs. Use this same space regularly to your work. This will focus your mind and increase your productivity. Control sound. Use noise cancelling headphones or earbuds or use music or fans to create white noise. End the workday with clear boundaries. Put away electronic devices and work tools at the end of your workday and set a clear hours in the day for work. Having a morning or evening check-in with your colleagues and supervisor to reduce social isolation and provide workday. Use video communication when you can. Seeing faces provides more social connections and information than just talking. Limit media to reduce anxiety. Limit media to reduce anxiety. Watching or scrolling through the media makes us even more anxious. An excess of news and visual images about a traumatic event can create a symptom of post-traumatic stress disorders and poor healthy years later. Try to limit your COVID-19 media exposure to no more than twice a day. Check for updates in the morning and before dinner and try to avoid reading about COVID-19 before bedtime. Take a walk to not forward alarming headlines to friends and family. Host a dinner using FaceTime or Zoom as you can talk while you eat. And talk about some positive things, not just crisis. Loving and caring for our pets can be a phenomenal stress reduction for us too. Get and provide warm, comforting social support by video, phone, or text. This is a critical. Taking time to share your feelings and listen and support others will go a long way. Talking with others who have our best interest and heart makes us feel safe. Use phone, video, text, or email more than just providing a social support about the current situation. It is a good idea to use this connection to take about the things you normally would host your book club online, which can create a feelings of connectedness. Reducing stress arousal through the breathing practices. Breathing practices managing stress reaction in the moments are critical, particularly for a frontline providers. Taking time out during the day frequently to self-regulate can be very helpful. Find a breathing techniques that works for calming you. The most basic things to know is that taking a longer exhale than inhale can help calm your body. Easy techniques include slow diaphragmatic belly breathing versus just breathing. 2:1 ratio for the exhale. For example, inhale to the count of 4, exhale to the count of 8. 4, 7, 8 count breathing, and a common yogic alternative, nostril breathing. Start negative and invest positive. Now I project some pictures later to how to stop negative and how to invest the positive thinking. All of you just watch these pictures. Cloudy sky, sign of storm. Endless desert, burning sun. The last leaf, no green left. Deadly darkness, now where to go? Sinking ship, life in danger. Cloudy sky, sign of storm. The sun behind the cloudy sky. Endless desert, burning sun. Glimpse of water, endless desert. Sinking ship, life in danger. Sinking ship, Iceland in sight. The last leaf, no green. The last leaf, spring is coming. Deadly darkness, now where to go? Deadly darkness, there is a light, there is a way. So learn to be positive always in your pleasure or pain, in sun or rain, in loss or gain. Always be positive. Thank you all.
Thank you, Shivaranjani. When our emotional health is bad, so is our level of certainty. The only way to change someone's mind is to connect to them from the heart.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, I would like to, I'm very pleased to welcome our Chief Guest moderator, ma'am, to discuss regarding the topic which was discussed by the panel member. Welcome, ma'am.
Good evening, all. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
First, let me thank the management, principal, and faculty of OPR Memorial the Paramedical Sciences Vadalur for giving me this opportunity to be a moderator of the panel discussion on stopping the spread starts with you. So first, let me tell you the topic which I have selected is a very good topic. Everyone has the responsibility in stopping the spread. It is not the government responsibility or it is the department's health responsibility. Every individual now has the responsibility to stop the spread of this COVID, because for the past 2 years, all are suffering. Every stream is suffering. Every individual is suffering. So everywhere we see the sound of negativity. Everywhere we listen to people's worries, troubles, struggles. It's full of too much stress, tension. From a kid to an elderly people, everyone is affected. We see, if we just talk to a person of any age, any profession, anyone, in all ways their routine is disturbed. We are leading a different life now, which we have never even imagined in our whole life. We never thought a situation like this will come to us, but still we are trying our best to come out of this. So this struggle would be better if each and every individual in the world is responsible in stopping the spread, so that this will come to an end. A very good topic which was selected for the panel discussion. So let me say first topic was if not now then, which was presented by Ms. Bindu, had explained the time planning, how to, because all are at home, how to make your time worth. So that she has explained, and how to plan our activities was explained. She has clearly mentioned the do's and don'ts of. When I was preparing for this panel discussion, I just saw a poem which was written. It is a lengthy poem. I just take the 2 paragraphs of that and say, this is an emergency. Need to act more quickly. This is no quandary. This is an emergency. This is an emergency. Need to act more quickly. This is no quandary. This is an emergency. Yes, it is an emergency. All are acting quickly, but still it needs some more effort from everyone. So now it is a crisis. If we don't act now, when are we going to act? Our act at present only will have its impact in the future. whatever we invest now will definitely give a result later. So this is how each and every activity of us must be planned. So that was a topic. For the first subtopic of this panel discussion says, if not now, then when? Yes, now, this moment, this minute onwards, all efforts must be initiated by each and every individual till the last case of coronavirus leaves the world. So very clearly explained. Then she had explained the individual responsibilities, society responsibilities, and how to monitor the situation, and what are the rebuilding strategies are very clearly done. So the one point which was explained was bottom-up approach. Yes, we have to take care of people who are at the bottom. Those who are above middle level can manage any situation, but people who are at below the level definitely need someone's assistance and help. Otherwise, it is very difficult for them to manage this crisis. So these are all the points which was clearly explained by her. If not now, then when? So it is this we must keep in mind, that this moment onwards, the activity of self activities starts. Then the next subtopic was on being a better of me. This was presented by Miss Kavita. So she had explained very well about the strategies, how to be better. Everyone, even not in COVID, every day we find a better of ourselves. We are what we are, but with some measures, techniques, strategies, definitely we can show or we can bring something which is better from inside. Like she had explained, as Swami Vivekananda said, within you lies indomitable power. You can do anything and everything. We must try to bring out the potentials what we have, because we have the capacity to struggle or to fight any situation, any crisis. So now in this COVID situation, we have to try to bring out whatever potentials we have. So she had explained the strategies like get away from people, negative people, so that you are positive, and control your anger. Very important. Anger kills everything. So anger, control your anger, and self improvement. Utilize this time. Now we are getting so much time. So we have to identify what are all the skills lying within ourselves. Try to get it out. Then be active and be kind with, and be away from negative people. So like this, many points she had explained. I would like to say here, so we have to see that a tiny microorganism which cannot be seen had playing everyone's life in the world. So that has changed a lot in everyone's life. It has its impact on individual, family, and community. So to avoid all these things, we have to be positive, and we have to be with gratitude. Thank God, thank people. At least even in this crisis, we are alive. We are having some potentials to help others. In that way, we must be we must have that gratitude too. And maintaining good interpersonal relationship, very important. And another important point here is using the resources optimally. Those are affordable to buy. I have seen when the lockdown was announced, people buy everything, whatever in the shop, and kept at home. There are many people who were struggling of food. Those who have can have. But imagine people who earn for daily food. What will they do without work and time? So that use resources. Every resource is useful. Every resource has a value. It doesn't mean that if we have, we buy everything. And don't be so selfish. Help others. Wherever possible, help others. There are really people who are in need of our help. So with this, the satisfaction what we get by helping a needy and poor, that has that no words to explain. You will really feel something that you have seen a God. So this is how we must try to bring out to be better of ourselves. Then in this time, many people have started their own gardening, cultivating their own vegetables. If you have place at home, this will be a helpful thing. you can have for your own purpose and you can help others also. And this way your mind is free and you can really spend your time in a valuable way and support each other. It is better to give than receive. And thank God that many people are in a position to give. And leverage your strength. You have more potentials. That potentials to be diverted or directed towards the right direction so that your potentials are out. And with that, there is some benefit to you, to the family, and to the community. So when we feel too challenged, we feel stressed. When things are too easy, we may become bored. So both are not good for us. So that what will happen now? The challenge here is finding a sweet spot between these two extreme ends. So that is what we will have to try and bring out. And there is some model, stages of change model. So when you want to change something, it has to undergo a process like pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. Pre-contemplation stage, ignoring the problem. Initially, it's what happening. When it comes first, we just ignore it. We don't even accept there is a problem, there are issues. Then we come to a stage of contemplation. That means there we are aware of the problem. We accept that there is something wrong, which we have to accept. Then we come to a stage of preparation. That means we are getting ready to the change. So we are taking measures. We are aware of, we are starting learning many things about it, how to protect us, how to protect ourselves. I like that, and how to lead a safe life in a home, when we go out, what to do, when we go for work, what to do. So like this, we prepare ourselves. So many people can safely sit at home, but for people who are the frontline workers, it is impossible for them to sit at home. So they have to take measures to meet the challenges. So this preparation goes. Then action, taking direct action towards the goals. That is like an implementation stage. With that, it is not complete. Maintenance, the last stage, is very, very important. I wear mask initially. After that, I don't wear. I feel discomfort. I'm not wearing it. When I go out, I'm not comfortable, so I'm not wearing it. Initially, I was. So that means whatever efforts which you have taken is lost. Maintaining, sustaining is very important. This is how a change model should come. This is how you will have to try to find your better. Then you have to learn to be user friendly. Like your efforts, and you should be a role model to others. By looking at you, people should learn, people should follow you. So this is how you will have to try out a better from your side. So this is about the second subtopic, being a better me. And the third was mastering the immunity, which was presented by Malar Viri. Yes, immunity plays an important role. All are not equally affected. We see people with low immunity are affected worse. Whereas people have good immunity, even if they are exposed, they are not getting the infections. As per science, innate immunity plays an important role that acts as a first line of defense. There are many ways. She had explained all the ways how to boost the immunity. Clearly explained the types of immunity also and the causes. And she said what causes to lower the immunity and what are the tips to boost immunity. So this way, we have to follow the measures to boost our immunity so that we are helping to break the chain. So this was about mastering the immunity. Then fourth subtopic was on self-care promotion, which was presented by Nitya Priya. Self-care is very essential, not only in COVID, everywhere. Without self-care, the treatment is incomplete. How much ever good the doctors, surgeons, nurses are efficient in treating the patient, if self-care is not good, all best efforts by all good team members will go waste. But especially in diabetic hypertension, all chronic diseases, self-care plays an important role. Similarly, here in COVID also self-care plays. Even affected or not affected, if you see the preventive aspect or treatment aspects, self-care is highly essential. So it has many components. She had explained what is good self-care and what is poor self-care. Yes, if you are good in self-care, the result also will be good. If your self-care is poor, automatically it will affect everything. So self-care in all aspects like physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual and professional areas to be taken care of. So you have to be gentle with you and those who are around with you. Stay calm, limit the social media. That means fake news, unnecessary stress, unnecessary tensions to be avoided. And every time looking into, every time speaking about, every time thinking about the same thing will definitely lead to a low mood only. So that should be avoided. Stick to healthy habits. Healthy habits will definitely lead us to a healthy life only. And it's a new normal, but it is a temporary normal. We hope, we pray that this new normal is going to end soon, because we are not leading a normal life. We had every freedom to go anywhere, wherever we want to go, whenever we want to go, but now it is not possible. We never thought this lockdown, this restrictions, staying home will create this much issues. Initially, before the COVID, we were longing for 1 day leave. We were longing for 2 days leave. All of a sudden, if we get half a day leave also, we feel so happy. But now, everyone does not like leave now. They don't want to stay at home, because being at home is a sickness only. If we don't follow healthy habits, healthy practices, if we don't plan our time in an efficient way and spend, definitely this leads to consequences only. To avoid that, there are many guidelines given which we have to follow. When we go out, we have to go with a mask and sanitizer. It has become a part of life now. Without that, we can't leave the home. So this is how a new normal life has come. We have to adjust to it, adapt to it, stick on to it. That has to be continued till the end of this pandemic. So this is about self-care. And the next aspect was nutritional rehabilitation, presented by Shobana. Very nicely presented. She had listed the food items which is to be taken, which is good for improving the immune status. And she had explained the relationship between the nutrients and the immunity, what type of nutrients are required, and a balanced diet. Being nurses, always we say that we have to take a balanced diet. But whether our daily life has a balanced diet or not, we only know. Sometimes we take, which we don't plan usually. In a normal days, we usually don't plan our menu. We just take breakfast, lunch, evening tea, snacks, dinner. But now a diet should be a planned one. So you have to plan diet, because of staying at home, physical activities are less. So that has its own consequences. If we don't eat a good food, good quality food, again immune system comes down. So again you are risky to catch the infections. So that is why a balanced diet, a diet plan is essential, and very clearly she had given a sample menu and which everyone can follow. That is a very, very easy menu only. That when I saw that menu, it was very easy. Everyone can easily follow that menu. And another important concept which was explained was water intake. So that is very essential. We must keep hydrated ourselves. And this is about nutritional thing which was explained, very nicely explained. Nutrition and health cannot be separated from each other. If you take good nutrition, you will have a good life. So good, healthy life. So that you have to take care of wherever possible. That nutritional needs to be taken care of. Then the next important topic, which was on vaccination. Stop gossip and get vaccinated, presented by Chandra. Very nicely presented. She has listed out the vaccines, because now vaccine is the only hope to prevent. Thank God at least we could get the vaccines early. Many are vaccinated. It's really a God's gift to the human beings now to get rid of COVID. That is the only option to prevent COVID. So, but still there are many issues related to that. There are so many myths. Initially, when the vaccines were announced, many were reluctant to take. That time vaccines were available. Many did not take. It was available. But now people want to take, there are shortages. So that is a crisis. But as far as being a nursing students and faculty, we must educate people on to take vaccination. If 100% vaccination is achieved, then definitely we are free from corona. This is the only hope. So that we have to, that was clearly explained, all myths and its explanation, scientific explanations were given clearly by her. Then about society starts from home. That was the 7th topic presented by Vanita. Yes, like how charity begins at home. Preventing or stopping the spread of COVID also starts at home. Home is a place where everything is taking place now. So all must be encouraged to take vaccinations. She said about Arogya Setu app to tracing the contacts, but it is a very good app which helps technology which is helping a lot in managing COVID. Then another important point is she explained to wear a quality mask. Some wearing a mask is a simple thing that should cover nose and mouth. But in that also we see lots of problems. People just wear just like that simple tiny cloth mask. So most of the time they don't wear in a proper places. Some people just carry on hand and go. Some people wear in the chin. So this is what that never serves the purpose. They think that they are wearing mask, but whether it is properly done or not. Simple measures: wearing mask, sanitizing the hands, avoid crowds, maintain social distancing, so that you can prevent the spread. But still, we are finding a lot of practical difficulties in handling this. And she had given good tips how to manage the home cleaning. So the WHO slides were explained clearly, and quarantine rules. So because these rules are updated every time, then and there, depending on the caseload, depending on the government guidelines, these are all updated. So we must be aware of updated guidelines and follow it. And she has clearly explained the do's and don'ts in public places also. This may look very simple. When you go to the lift, when you operate the buttons, don't use the finger. You can have some object, your key, something like that to operate, so that you are not touching the surface. When you go out in the public places, holding the rails. So these may look very simple, but it has more value in prevention of, in stopping the spread. So like this, we must be conscious. When we step out of home, we must be so conscious whenever you touch, wherever you touch. And even when we sit outside, when we sit in a public chair, so like that, we must be so conscious. So this is what she had explained, and she had given some tips to stay active at home also, and the waste management also clearly explained. I wanted to say something here. When we walk in the streets, we see lots of masks thrown. That itself causes lots of issues. We use masks when we have to dispose it properly. Otherwise, to avoid something, we are getting into something. This is what will happen. So people must be educated how to dispose the waste also. Initially, waste management was applicable only for healthcare setup. Now it has come to home also. Degradable, non-degradable, that the segregation has come. So similar education is required for people regarding how to dispose the masks also. So used masks are seen everywhere. This is educated, illiterate, all follow the same thing. Just throw and go. This is not a responsibility. There our responsibility should act on. So this was explained. Society starts from home. Then the last concept was emotional equity, which was explained by Shiva Ranjani. Very clearly, she had explained healthy behaviors for positive mental health. She had explained the conclusion which she gave was very catchy. I like that conclusion very much. Yes, there is a hope. Definitely, there is a hope. We will not be just left like this in the desert without water. There is a drop of water. It is our duty to go and catch it. Very nice conclusion. I like it very much. And in emotional equity, one more point I would like to say, it's something like a banking. If you put positives, you will withdraw positives. If you put negatives, you will withdraw negatives only. So always keep that, have positive minds, positive attitude, be with positive people. Always think only positive. Yes, there is a hope. definitely we will come out of this. Definitely we will come out of this. Because all of a sudden education institutions were closed. There was a hope, online classes. So like that, in everywhere, when we find it is not possible, but there is some solution. There is no problem in the world without solution. Yes, there is a solution. We will come out of it if each and every individual plays their role in a better way. So lots of self-responsibilities are required. Government cannot provide everything because it is an unexpected thing. We were never prepared of, but still we could manage this much. We could come across this much. Slowly, gradually, we will come out of this completely. Yes, we can do it if the guidelines given by the government and health department are followed consciously by each and every individual. It may be a kid, it may be an adult, it may be an elderly person. All must follow. So it is a self-responsibility. Stopping the spreads starts with each and every one. So with this, I would like to conclude that the topic which was selected was very good. All the panel members. So it was so informative. I hope the participants must have gained. We know all simple things only. There is nothing that we do not know, but it needs only action that has to be followed consciously every minute, being at home or outside the home, in a public place, in a college, in a hospital, but consciously it must be followed by each and everyone. So let us hope that the bright future is coming. Let us hope that all these crises washes away soon. Let us hope for a better world. And this all, whatever we have learned in this pandemic, these lessons we have to keep in mind, and let us follow measures and let no crisis come like this hereafter. We pray to God that we all will be fine, safe. Thank you for the opportunity given. I hope I did my job. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Very clear-cut explanation. I didn't expect this too much of informative session from your side too. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining with us and making this session very wonderful and being delightful. And thank you once again. I take this opportunity to congratulate all the panel members. You rocked today. And I hope all my students and other participants have gained more information from today's session. Thank you one and all. Thank you. LP.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for thought-provoking speech and discussion. I think this panel discussion will be very effective to all, and it will be imparted some great knowledge to the participants. Once again, thank you, ma'am. Next, I would like to call Mrs. Bindu Arekamali to deliver vote of thanks.
Gratitude is the most exquisite form of courtesy. When we focus on our gratitude, the tide of disappointment goes out and the tide of love rushes in. If not happenings that begins as gratitude, it's gratitude that brings us happiness. The thankful heart opens our eyes to a multitude of blessings that continually surrounds us. A pleasant good evening to all. I am very glad to render the vote of thanks in this wonderful session. I thank the highest Almighty for blessing us to organize and complete this session successfully. It's my immense pleasure to thank our most respected correspondent, sir, for offering us this support in every step, his ideas and blessings in achieving our goals. I thank you, sir. I am very glad to thank our beloved AO ma'am for providing us this opportunity and rendering her guidance and support in completing this session successfully. I thank you, ma'am. Now, I am very grateful to thank our moderator, Dr. R. J. Deepa, MSN Nursing Principal, IQ City of Nursing Sciences, Durgapur, West Bengal, for her wonderful moderating ideas and sharing her views and knowledge, and made this wonderful session an unforgettable event. It was wonderful to connect with you in this way, ma'am. We are so grateful to you for offering your time and energy to spare with us. I thank you, ma'am. Indeed, it's my gratitude to thank our respected principal, who's our guide, supporter, encourager in all our instances to achieve our goal. I thank you, ma'am. I also thank the entire panel members of today's session, OPR Memorial College of Paramedical Sciences, for their brainstorming sessions. I thank you all. I am very fortunate to thank the principals of OPR Memorial School of Nursing and Kasturba Gandhi School of Nursing for their support and guidance to make this event a great success. Last but foremost, I take the responsibility in thanking our participants, each and every participant who was along with us patiently throughout this session. I thank you all.
Thank you, Bindu, for your thank for your vote of thanks. Next, I would like to call upon everyone for national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, ma'am, for joining with us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
See you
Thanks
in
for the
another
opportunity.
occasion.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. I'm leaving. Thank you.